Jeez, did we just like peak the mic like crazy? Dude, I think we just killed the microphone.
No, it's okay. Primary stats.
Just like Lauren, we're going to go through the primary and secondary stats that you should focus on with Crow. And this time we promise he actually has secondary stats. Just like last time, the stats appear in order of importance. Crit rate, crit damage, and attack.
Crit rate is extremely important because new players sometimes forget that if you don't have enough crit rate, about 80 to 85%, and your monster is not critting consistently, that damage is all wasted.
So if you don't have enough crit rate, then all the crit damage stats are completely useless.
Secondary stats, accuracy and HP. The first one is extremely important for him to land Death Break and Branding consistently. And the second one just makes him a tankier unit. Remember, in some places it'll be more important than in others.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're using a starter GB12 team, then HP is going to be significantly more important for you than maybe a late game player who's trying to bring Crow into a place that is not that.
He's totally right! What he means, like beasts or something.
If you're in the former category, then consider putting him on HP slot 6.
Rune him on attack, crit damage, attack to give priority to those very big stats that will bring the damage to your team, or
speed crit damage attack if you're a newer player having a hard time hitting 40 to 50 speed just through substats alone.
Remember, if the monster doesn't take turns,
he's not doing damage. When you're bringing Crow into dungeons, you should either rune him on Violent or Rage. Rage if you have a really good set with a lot of damage on it, and Vio if you happen to have them free and you want to get your cooldowns back a little faster.
The offsets can be either Shield to keep your team alive and bring in a little bit of tankiness, or Revenge, so you can hit that Death Break when he's hit.
If you're a newer player, Fatal Blade are the sets for you, because both of them target different primary stats for him. Fatal is going to increase your attack, and Blade is going to hopefully get you a little closer to the crit rate threshold that you need to land those crits.
Wow. That was very good. Am I really?
At what cost? At what cost?
Should I? On the Dimension Hole, he can help you farm runes in Lumel.
Oh, that's me? Oh, great. I use Crow as my main DPS unit in my farmable level 5 Lumel team. It's got Veramos, 2A Vigor, Fran, and of course, 2A Crow. Why did I sound like a salesman doing a late night special? Here's a necklace. 1999.
Another Dimension Hole part where he can be used very well is the Dimension Predator as well. You guys are probably watching some footage of it right now. He hits for over 200k damage. It's a lot of damage.
200k? Sorry, it felt like you needed a reaction.
That's a lot of damage.
In raids, Crow can be an excellent damage dealer in the backline.
He has Death Break, Branding, and deal lots of damage to that big boss.
And cooldown reduction when he brings somebody, which is really cool. We haven't talked about that yet. Crow's dope. Finally, PvP. If you're using Crow in RTA, then, well, something's gone horribly wrong, dude. Hello. My colleague and I here want to talk to you about Crow, the Dark Inugami.
Did you start the video
of course,
on messaging?
You're going to have to run in through the Dimension Hole a couple times before we're talking about the same Crow. Welcome to How to Ruin Crow, starring me and my colleague.
He was once in the shadows of his brother,
the Light Inugami.
And now he becomes the king of PvE. And you're at home wondering how to ruin him. Well, this colleague of mine will tell you how.
You can't just flip the tables on.
You know how this goes!
Jeez, did we just like peak the mic like crazy? Dude, I think we just killed the microphone.
No, it's okay. Primary stats.
Just like Lauren, we're going to go through the primary and secondary stats that you should focus on with Crow. And this time we promise he actually has secondary stats. Just like last time, the stats appear in order of importance. Crit rate, crit damage, and attack.
Crit rate is extremely important because new players sometimes forget that if you don't have enough crit rate, about 80 to 85%, and your monster is not critting consistently, that damage is all wasted.
So if you don't have enough crit rate, then all the crit damage stats are completely useless.
Secondary stats, accuracy and HP. The first one is extremely important for him to land Death Break and Branding consistently. And the second one just makes him a tankier unit. Remember, in some places it'll be more important than in others.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're using a starter GB12 team, then HP is going to be significantly more important for you than maybe a late game player who's trying to break Crow. We're not going to continue the conversation on stream. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Summoner's War. My name is Come To Us Evan.
And my name's Come To Us. Let's keep this conversation on stream.
No, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Evan's deep knowledge of sports. What's up, chat? Let's say hi to people on YouTube. Iron Bots, how are you? Goku, Black, Beautiful, Carl, Simon,
Goku Black,
Marcelinho, Luan, Ryan, Rafael, Chris. How are you guys? Delta, Pink Ice Cream Girl.
Welcome back, Pink Ice Cream Girl.
Twitch, baby.
Hey, we got Aliens Diablo, my nemesis, who's been waiting until the new season of RTA starts to carry on our rivalry. We got Brian over there. Stelina, Salvi. We got Cromeru here, Khalifa. We've got Robert 27. I know,
Dr.
dude.
Delight. What's up, baby? Thank you for the friendship scrolls. By the way, happy Friends Days to not everyone in chat, because I'm not friends with all of you, but a lot of you. So, Eileen Johnson, Dr. Delight, Nuno, what's up? Love up you. Happy Friends Day for you. Nev, too. Brian, you're my friend. Stelina. There's a lot of friends in chat.
Wait,
There's
is that a
people
real...
I don't know. For example, Cammy,
what?
We're not friends yet, but we might become friends. Big Voice, we're not friends
real?
yet. What is real?
Friends Day?
Are you kidding me? You don't know about this? Guys, please confirm, chat.
July 30th is International Friendship Day.
No, international. I'm talking about Brazil, dude. You're Brazilian.
Oh. Eu amo Brazil, yeah.
You see? You're...
I've been playing a little over here and would like some RTA help. I have 3 sets of over plus 200 runes. What comp should I use? Jeremy Silva, that's awesome. This is a good opportunity to do it. This is a...
July 20th in Brazil.
Perfect.
You see?
Oh, so you're on time-ish.
And if you're in Bolivia, in 2 days it'll be Friends Day.
If you guys would like some account reviews or some personalized tips, you can jump into chat number 7. We're starting on global server, as is tradition. And you can just say what you need help with in-game chat and let us know what your Twitch or YouTube handle is, whichever platform you're watching on, just so that way we know who we're talking to in chat. Congratulations to Goku Black, who pulled Odin and Barbara. Dude, I also pulled Barbara.
I wish I had a Barbara. Okay, guys, put 1 in chat if you have a Barbara, 2 if you're sad like me and don't have one. Cool question in chat right here. GZ Dr. Delight on the BJR5. Yord, how do I ruin my unbalanced field homunculus? That's a really cool question. I prefer violent. Ideally, violent shield or violent fight. I like hug runes for the second set on her because I like using her in TOA and also in the beasts. So they're very helpful.
Right.
And HP.
And as a reminder, too, hug runes are the colloquial term for runes that don't benefit the monster they're on, but they benefit the rest of the team. Blue would like help with the dot team. Patrick says, what's a good 2A monster? Patrick, if you have none, Crow. Crow is the best one to start with. If you have zero.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, no questions asked. If Fran or Lauren had a 2A, that would be the answer.
Oh, I love the idle transmogs in the background. Look at this.
Yeah. Dude,
this looks great. Blue, you're killing it, dude. This is great. I love this setup. Okay, let's see what the problem is with the dot team that they're currently working with. I see.
That's a dangerous name to pronounce on stream.
It is. It is. Let me tell you.
You almost got us. There was a guy in chat once that got Evan. His name was Mike. His last name was Hawk. It was a very funny day.
That was great. I'll remember that day for the rest of my life. I'm Blue.
We always read names now before saying them.
Nice. So we're talking to Young Pepe here on Twitch when we're in this account right
Blue?
now.
How are you, Young Pepe?
It is coffee. Yes. Oh, definitely. And it's very good coffee. It's homemade. I made this cold brew. It's very good. Okay, so let's check what's going on here. So I think we saw that they were using the Lucian. The Lucian is the lead, right? And so around here, we typically like to recommend something a little bit safer. We always recommend the Veramos as the leader instead. Now let me go ahead and look for... Oh, it doesn't look like... Oh, here they are. But I don't see the Tatu. Do you see the Tatu?
I'm not seeing Tatu.
I'm getting
Maybe
so
it's
many
5-starred?
Maybe it's 5-starred and just in storage. Maybe it's 5-starred in storage.
Oh, can you tell us? Yeah, because another important thing for us is not only about... The Lucian has to have very high crit rate to be consistent, be kind of fast, or you can have very tanky Seth Tatu. Your Seth is looking great. Double will shield, 19k additional HP. I love it. We just have to see if the Tatu is as tanky. I took her out. Okay, so if the Tatu is around 20k additional HP, that should be very good on double will. You shouldn't have a problem. If you don't have the Veramos or don't want to use the Veramos, you can replace also the Lucian for Evan's son.
The water homunculus.
Yeah.
The water homunculus is actually an awesome pairing for the dot team. Because the number of dots that he puts scales with the amount of debuffs that are already on the enemies. So that means that they're going to have significantly more dots than they would have had before. Oh, thank you so much, Nev. Appreciate it.
Young Pepe says, not bio. It depends, Young Pepe. If your team is not safe, I would recommend double or triple will for both fire monsters. If it's super safe and you have enough damage, so for example, mine, both of them are on Vio. But my team never dies, right? So if you're trying to go for safety, will's better. If your team's consistent, Vio will make it faster because she'll proc and she'll have the explosion. I forgot the name. Ignite. No, it's Incinerate. Thank
Incinerate.
You.
I was going to say
it's
detonation.
A great song, by the way.
Because the term is detonating the dots or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but I was trying to remember that. Does anyone know the song Incinerate? It's a great song.
Oh, yes, I love it, dude. I love it, love it.
Right?
Okay,
yeah.
so... Okay, let's move back. So let's see what else anybody else needs. We see a lot of people wanting some roasts in chat today too. I saw Lopa Pew wanted a roast.
People.
You want a roast? Did you want to roast Lopa Pew?
Global for now. What's up, Bulbasaur? I recently got Ritesh. Is he good? Pink Ice Cream Girl. Ritesh is good for defenses. So after he got buffed, he got a little bit more useful. He's still not meta like he was back in the day in guild content, but he's very good on defenses. I would recommend defenses like tanky ones. So for example, like Molong, Harmonia, Ritesh is a really good classic defense.
So Jay Spliffs here would like a roast, actually.
Let's see the account. Let's see the
yeah. Let's take a peek around real quick and see what we're working with.
Number of days. Can I see the number of days again, please?
700.
Wow, 700 days, and you're already the same rank as Evan and
I knew you were gonna say. All right, we're going in. Yeah.
Wait,
hey,
who are supposed to roast you, right?
Here's the thing. I am currently the strongest F3 because
okay, yeah.
Aliens, Diablo, and I fight for that title every season, and I'm the current holder of it.
Jay Spliffs, if you want to fight to be the best F3 in the world, you can challenge Evan right now.
This isn't an open tournament, guys. Oh, somebody says how to clear Tartarus on hard. That was from eScrolls on YouTube. If this is for the Summoner's Way questline, I would recommend just doing the time trial.
Yeah.
And just clear.
And I wanted to ask, is this Verad speed tuned to a Leo? Is that what's going on here?
Is it speed tuned to a Leo?
Is this 60 additional 8? Have you heard about slot 2 speed runes, Verad?
Let me see. There it is. Oh, but it's not upped. It isn't upped right now.
Dude,
wait, you gotta max all these runes, dude.
We just roast. Let me see the Bastet. Let me see the Bastet.
This account roasts itself.
Wow, Evan, that was very mean, dude.
Hey, thank you. Because you know that I'm bad at roasting.
Is this Bastet Evan's Bastet a year ago? Because it's really slow.
This is unfair. Why am I the one that gets roasted whenever we do this?
Substance, don't quit, dude. You asked for a roast. Is this you?
No, this is Jay Spliffs.
Rook, thank you, dude. I've been trying a new comp. I want to try it against you next. Let's check the Verd. If the Verd doesn't have 100% crit rate, dude, we're going to call the crit rate cops.
Okay, let's see. Oh, it does. It does.
Good job.
But again, with these slot 2s, remember, guys, this is a good reminder to max your 2, 4, and 6. Should I run Bernadotte as a new player? I already have Fran 6-starred. Yeah, Bernadotte has a different... is used in a different way than Fran. Bernadotte is a AoE stripper and also can do a little bit of damage. Bernadotte can be used in things like Dragon's B12. We actually recommend them, and Ken and Bernadotte are the same thing, right? So we recommend them. in our DB12 starter guide video for 2021. Evan, you either roast or you are roasted. There's no mid ground. I know, I can tell.
Exactly, dude. If you don't want to roast, you're gonna get roasted. Let me see the Chiwu.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look.
Speed? Wow, glad this monster comes with a speed lead. Otherwise, you would never move. 125. Okay, we were too mean to this friend already. Let's go to the next one.
Hey, let's go. Hey,
it's all jokes.
Thank you for letting us look around. Thank you for asking for a roast. But, dude, I'm terrible at roasting. I prefer to celebrate little victories instead of...
Wow.
Yeah, well, GZ. What?
So
What are we
fun.
Ooh,
Oh,
GZ.
Brian, I'll destroy your Kition, dude. I have very high Kition standards.
Dude, GZ on the Leo.
Atrapando, what's up?
Okay, Lopa Pew asked for a roast a long time ago, so let's go ahead and roast.
Let's do it. And
roast Lopa Pew.
Achilles said, rate my progress so far. My name is Chicken Nuggy. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Let's see Lopa Pew. Dude, just go to the Asima already.
Yeah, we know what we're gonna look
want
at.
to do this. Okay,
Ooh,
I can't
perfect
say
accuracy.
anything about the accuracy.
Can't say anything about the... We were gonna say the same thing.
Same joke.
You gotta be
Same
kidding
joke.
me. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Can I see the info again?
Yeah,
Real
you
quick?
can. It's rooted on defense
So-
slot 6.
If a Daphnis misses the strip and the death break, your Asima still dies. That's how squishy she is. Put HP on that thing.
Yeah, put
Next.
HP. Did you just say next?
Next monster. Two.
What's the next monster? Wait, Lopa. What do
Viva
you want?
Chell. Viva. Let me see
Okay.
the Viva.
Well, so Lopa's already roasting the Vivachel. Lopa wants nothing to do with her own Vivachel.
Feel like by the way, what's up, Jug? I feel that this is kind of a Celia thing. Talking about Jug. He's making a point here. Taking the runes out so we buff her. You know?
Yeah,
I feel
this
like
is
that's what he's trying to do.
it's
Tell
a
us.
sign. It's a sign.
Right? We're not gonna buff her. Sorry, dude.
Sorry,
We
Joe.
already have an Asima.
And she doesn't have runes, and she's as good as us.
If the Kaki has any crit rate or crit damage,
34.
70% crit damage. This monster does not crit. What's going on?
There's something's gone horribly wrong.
Is this a crow in RTA? You know?
Something's gone horribly
Deja.
wrong.
Asima doesn't need a buff, okay? You and your two Asimas can't stop.
If people want Asima buffed, I think maybe we're confusing monsters. It's like, dude, Asima's amazing. Okay, Lopa, thank you for us looking at your account. You know that we love your stuff. We know you love. Okay, so next, let's see who wants.
They will, Lopa.
Let's see who needs help. Playing for 69 days would take tips for next steps.
Dude, since we're in the 69 theme, let's go into it.
Oh my God, today is it. Congratulations, it's your 69th anniversary.
Happy Friends Day. Very good job. Wow. Nice.
So you've already gotten the team set up. This is great.
Is that Lucian team consistent? I would bet.
I would bet probably not.
10 million mana that it's not. Tell us in chat.
Yeah,
It is not consistent. Helm's Deepest. We got you. We're going to fix it.
Okay.
Let's go to... So the first thing I was going to say is, Evan, talk about how people move too fast from Giants. They're always trying to build new teams and why we don't recommend that.
One of the most important things that you can do in Summoners War as a new player is establish a really strong foundation of Swift sets. That's something that I kind of failed to do when I was a new player. I rushed to go accomplish DB12, NB12, and once I would clear them, I'd probably spend a couple days in it, and then I'd immediately go in, or not even that. I'd just do a few runs, be like, hey, I did it, and then go into the next one. That's not how it works. You should really just stay in, plant your feet, and grow your roots, because having those Swift sets will fundamentally change your experience in Summoners War. Like, if you can get fast Swift runes, it will just improve your quality of life across Summoners War everywhere. You'll suddenly find that you're able to do a lot more of the content, and you'll be able to be competitive in RTA, which is huge. Yeah, Joe.
Arena, many places. So we recommend staying there. And the thing is, it's more important to have a consistent team than a fast team. If you have a consistent team with auto farm, you'll just run through your crystals eventually. You know, if you have a team like this, you'll be wasting energy. So Lucian in the beginning is very inconsistent, but lucky for you, you have the best net 5 that you can randomly pull to help you have a very good GB12 team that is Savannah. She's not easy to rune. You need way more attack here and more accuracy. You don't even need to put her on crit damage, especially early game. But you can have a very consistent team with her, Fran, Lauren. You already have the 2A Naomi and Crow. That's going to be your team. So you're just going to take the Lucian out, put the Savannah in. Another thing you can do is take the Lucian out and put the Veramos in. They'll be extra safe, but it'll be a little bit slower. I prefer the Savannah team, but you have to have high attack Savannah. Doesn't need to be slot 4 crit damage because you probably don't have the runes to have all these stats together and high accuracy to hit the death break and the attack bar reduction. Sola.
Maximiliano Trotta says, what do you recommend to get rank B in World Boss as a new player? I'm stuck in C rank. Something kind of easy that you can do to advance your World Boss rank is just have runes on more monsters. So even if you're not using some of those monsters, use them as rune storage for the time being. Just kind of put some runes on them, and that'll help. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but recently in some of the patch notes, they mentioned that the value that 2A units contribute towards World Boss has been increased. So that actually was enough to bring up my score on its own, just by the balance or the patch notes in general. So having units 2A will inadvertently help your cause.
Yeah, and another thing is artifacts. Farm artifacts, equip artifacts, they'll give more boost to your stats, and stats equals... oh no, Evan, go back. I wanted to... we didn't check the damage dealers. Maybe there's a suggestion on changing the runes. I wanted to check Crow and Naomi.
Let me go back in.
How they're runed. Oh, it's there, right?
Did you see Holmes? I didn't see Holmes.
All the way on top?
No, I think it's gone.
Oh, yeah,
well, we can just give the recommendations to look out for anyway.
I was going to say, remember, high crit rate on the Crow. Try to have the damage dealers with at least 40 speed, and the Lauren and the Fran around 100 speed. Very tanky. High accuracy on the Lauren, ideally 80. Yeah.
Oh, Berkey needs some help with Dimension Predator, they say.
Let's do it this month.
This month is hard.
In many ways.
Illunia is a difficult one.
If you have Cocky's easy, look at that.
Yeah, this is the team, except with I would give one. Well, let's look around real quick to just make sure nobody's on Revenge. Vio on Colleen is technically okay. Now here's what I found on my run is that in Illunia, when the boss takes Zhang Fei, because he's so tanky, it can kind of be difficult to get through him. So what I actually ended up using was Lala instead. The fire, what are they called? Howl? Fire Howl?
Yeah. Or if you have a Valajul, that's like easy clear.
Yeah. Valajul is the cheat code for sure, but you can also use Lala instead of Zhang Fei.
Yeah, I like Lala better, like you said, because very, very tanky. The cool thing about Zhang Fei is the consistent death break, right? Because then you'll have 3 sources of death break, and people are talking about it. If you don't have a Kaki, the free-to-play option is Balegear, which is really, really good still. I did it with Kaki this time just because I think he's such a fun monster, and his non-crit animations look handsome.
Oh, they're so great. The Onimushas just make everything so fun. Like, I love bringing them into places where I don't think they're going to work and then being pleasantly surprised. So yeah, my recommendation is swapping out Zhang Fei for Lala or Velajul if you happen to have him. Yeah.
And I love Jug's tip about Arena in general. That's what I always say, especially in Arena Rush. You don't want to make a defense that wins. You want to make a defense that looks like it's going to win so people don't attack it. So actually not getting attacked is the best thing that a defense can do on Arena. You just put annoying stuff. You know, that people are going to say, you know what? I'm not going to hit this.
That's my favorite kind of comp, dude. It usually has Ariel, usually has Camilla, something along those lines. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's wrong with this account, says Darwin. Do you want to check in on that? I'm kind of...
Dr. Delight, we read it, dude, and don't worry, we're asking for it.
I don't know what's wrong with this account. That's kind of an interesting...
What do you mean? What did they ask for?
They said, I don't know what's wrong with this account.
Okay, the GB12 is slow. The DB12 does not look safe with the Jameer. And we can fix that, and we can make a B10 teams. You have a Cadiz, so you're still Fortress. is incredible. So do you guys like Cadiz?
Do you like Cadiz?
Yeah, let's check the runes in the monsters.
Let's go in. Let's see. I was just so fascinated by that prompt. It was like, is it bad? Are you thinking that there's something wrong? Or is it actually like hyperbole and it's like, oh my god, I keep getting nat 5s. What's wrong?
We have an investigator in chat, Evan. Detective Jug just said, first problem is not in a guild. Completely agree. Join a guild.
Well noted.
Very important.
Okay, so there are a lot of units to work with here.
Ooh, this is fun. I like this. GZ Barbara.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
GZ Vela, easy dimension hole clear.
Yeah. Let's see if let's start with the GB12 team.
Sure. Let's
Rama
start with
goes solo. That's it. Next.
that.
I'm just kidding. Sig.
Sig.
Oh, I have an idea. Since he already has it 6-starred. Instead of Naomi, let's run Pung Bake.
You want to run?
So good.
You want to run Pung?
With higher speed, okay? Dude, Pung into a death break from Lauren is like, kadaboom, explodes the boss. Love it.
Oh, Robert says, why can't they see my messages? Well, honestly, Robert, we're watching 3 chats at once, so sometimes a few messages will slip by our attention, you know, because we're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, and in-game chat, so sometimes some messages will inadvertently go unnoticed.
Yeah, tell us your in-game name. Let's see, we have a Naomi. Let's see if they have Lauren, Fran, Crow, the classic, and see how they're runed.
Let's go ahead and look around.
Yeah, Fran. Let's see the Fran.
So there's Fran. So Fran is lacking some tank. She's
yeah,
and that's an important thing to fix because she is going to be the one that's going to be taking a lot of hits, considering that she hits 3 times on her first skill, and the boss can counterattack, right? So you want her to be the one that takes the brunt of the damage. Right now she's currently on Swift, but which is great. But you want to make sure to max your slots 2, 4, and 6 as well, and try to get her to as close as 100 speed as humanly possible. And then for Lauren, the accuracy is excellent, but she is similarly missing a lot of HP. So see where
not on crit damage.
Yeah.
She's on crit damage slot 4.
Maybe this is for something else, but I would try to do speed, HP, HP.
Yeah. And specifically for GB12, we don't recommend Lauren on Vio because you don't want her proccing to proc the passive more. So Swift is even better for both her and Fran in here,
Right.
especially if you're early game. But it's fine either way as long as you get like to 100 speed and you have like 13, 14k additional HP. Remember, defense is very important too. 70 something defense will be equivalent to 1000 HP in general.
What's up, Pat?
So try to make that math in your mind. What's up, Pat?
What's going on, Pat?
Baby.
Okay, let's see
again.
And
And
Crow.
then the Crow.
Seppi, will you tell them about Crow? I think I just heard somebody knock at my door. I'm gonna go check that out. I'll be right back.
Dude, knock. Okay. So Crow, we recommend generally 40 speed additional, so he's a little bit below what you want, and the crit rate is very important. You want 85% crit rate, so he does consistent damage. Think about it this way. If you have a monster with super high crit damage, but not enough crit rate, you're kind of wasting those stats because he's not critting all the time. The attack is really great. The rest of the monster is looking amazing. And then you can just use the Naomi. You know, we talked about the Pung Bay. I was halfway joking on that, but Naomi's really, really good, and you don't need to put crit rate on her. She's easier to rune. That team will be much safer than what you're using with like Chasun, Etna, all that other stuff.
I'm back, and the camera is doing the thing.
Nice. Who was it?
It was just my imagination.
It was a knock joke.
I think it was a knock joke. But it sounded pretty convincing. I don't know. There are kids playing out in the hallway, so maybe it was one of them.
What's up, Clarkson? Say hi, Chat 7. Join there, guys, so we can help you on YouTube as well.
Stellina, you remember that? You remember that, dude? That was so funny. Marcelo, come on, guys, help my account, please. Seppi, Evan. Well, so guys, let us know what we can do to help. What your question is.
Dude, you didn't tell them about Gani, what happened? They don't know?
They don't know.
Oh, dude. Guys, let's put some hearts in chat for Gani. Gani has gone to cat heaven.
He has, dude. He has gone to cat heaven. It's quite a shame, unfortunately. It was a big bummer, dude. It was very, very sad. But we're not here to be sad.
Yeah, he was a good boy, but he's now with Garfield probably.
Yeah, we were just looking after him for a little while here. He belonged to family members.
He was an angel.
Yeah, and so when he went back to them, he was towards the end. Poor little guy. But he had fun while he was here for a little cat vacation.
Yeah, lots of fun. He loved you, dude.
I know, dude, and I loved him. He was my little gamer buddy. He would like sit on here with me, and then he was sad he was sad when he had to go home and say bye to me, but he was happy to see his family again.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Can I get tips on 2A, GB12, and monsters to focus on? I think that's a really important...
We got you. Yeah, that's the person from YouTube that we wanted to talk about.
That is...
It's Clarkston Ellerby.
That is a very important thing to talk about, actually, because the answer is not all of them. You shouldn't focus on every monster you pull, necessarily.
Clarkston Ellerby. That's a cool name. Wow. I wish I had a name like that. It sounds like you're out of a Agatha Christie novel. Who did it? It was Clarkston Ellerby.
He was. Okay, so guys, one of the things that we talk about, and I think we do this in the top 6 monsters to 6-star first or something, we talk about 6-starring with a purpose. Without just 6-starring monsters and investing resources or for otherwise focusing on those monsters in a vacuum, you should think about how they're going to benefit your account as a whole. And that could be as like making progress towards like I see the GB12 dot team or something like that, or something, or maybe improving your RTA team. You shouldn't necessarily just dump a whole bunch of in-game resources into a monster if you can't think of a way that you're going to use them right away.
I totally agree. And a very important thing on top of what Evan was talking about is sometimes people build teams and they don't know yet if they have the runes to build that team. So what I would recommend is before you 6-star a bunch of monsters building something, try to rune them and see if you'll have enough runes to run that team. Otherwise, you'll build something and then you'll be farming for like a month or 2 to try to get the runes, and then those monsters are there not doing anything, and you could have done something else. But what we recommend, at least if you're like mid-game and don't know what you're doing yet, like try to get a BJ5 team.
Oh,
sure.
dude.
We did it on stream. If you don't know how to do it, check it. We have it saved on YouTube, so you guys can watch that whole stream. We didn't even know if Evan could build a BJ5 team.
Right.
And we pulled it off live.
So I think
it has a lot of cool tips.
I think that stream is called Let's Make a BJ5 Team or a BJR5 Team, one of those.
You put the R because
I did put the R because
confusion.
Yes, I did put the R. A BJR5. So you could look that up on our YouTube channel if you want to take a look and see how we did it live, because we go into a lot of detail, mostly because we were unsure if it was actually going to work. But a BJR5 team can yield a lot of results for early game. And it's not, in all things considered, you just need really good runes for Baelger, and everybody else, it's just numbers. Like, you're just trying to hit certain effective HP stats.
Yeah. Having enough fight runes is part of it, so craft a lot of those. Welcome, Eddie. What's up? First time on stream. How are you?
Hey, I'm so
South Africa. That's amazing. I'm glad you're watching from there, dude.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you found the stream.
It was Day the other day.
So now, for Marcelo here, what monsters to focus on particularly for their account? So they were asking what that they should focus on as well. Well, I see that you already have the means for the dot team here. You got your Sath, you got your Tatu. I see one Melia. And it's okay if there's just one Melia, because there are definitely replacements for her. But you can keep her at 5-star. Once both of your Melias can actually stay 5-star. So if you did the route with Veramos as your leader, Sath, Tatu, a Melia, and then you filled in the last one with either a Water Homunculus or a Thrain, or one of the other dot options, you're pretty much ready to go there. So I think continue making this team because it's so hyper efficient and it's really good at just encouraging you to continue.
Do they have a Savannah? You can also run Savannah on the dot team.
I only see a Ramidus.
5-star. I think 5-star. I think I saw.
Oh yeah, you did.
Savannah, yeah. You can run Savannah on the dot team too to reduce attack bars. It's really, really good. By the way, big hug to the Philippines. Eric, what's up? And Evan, let's try to find Light Dark in chat. He says he's a new player. His name's Robert on YouTube.
Okay.
He started playing and have made as much progress as possible if we can help him with that.
Let me see.
Dark. Say hi over there again, Robert. Oh, and we got Chicken Nuggy. Go on Chicken Nuggy.
You want to go on
They've been
Chicken
asking for help
Nuggy?
for a long time. Yeah, let's go Chicken Nuggy while Light Dark says hi in chat.
Sure, let's do it.
Chicken Nuggy, what did you need help with again?
Did it say R5 Rift Beasts?
91 days, dude. This is great. Wow.
R5 Rift Beasts. Oh, so Chicken
That's
Nuggy,
good.
you're kind of new. You're kind of new to the game.
But this looks like great progression.
Yo, you've done your
91 days.
research.
He's not new to the game. This is a new account. That's what I'm guessing.
So is this your second account? Oh, guys, by the way, if you haven't filled out our survey yet, I'm going to be pasting it periodically on YouTube. You can use command new survey if you're on Twitch to fill that out as well. So Chicken Nuggy, is this your first account or is this a new account and you've played the game before? Because this is quite a lot of research that you've done, one way or the other.
This looks like he knows what he's doing.
So they need help on R5 and Rift Beast, they also said.
Let's check the Rift Beast and R5. I love the R5 team. It has a lot of supports. You can take out the Veramos for sure, and take out one of the Death Breakers, and we'll be like good. You need damage. Let's see what they have in the damage sector.
Okay, let's go in.
Oh, Crow. Crow's great in R5 actually.
He is.
You can take out Vero and put Crow, and then if you have a Naomi, you take out the Lauren or the Bella and put a Naomi.
Oh, and Din Loris, any chance to help with the GB10 team? Only played for 13 days so far. Yeah, absolutely. We can totally help you with that. Okay, so let's look at the...
Two things. Robert, you're probably not on our server. What's your server? We're checking global right now, but we can go to Europe in a little bit. And Jerome, I'm really sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. It was not intentional. I was trying to get some points.
That's really funny. Okay, so talking about Rift Beasts and R5.
Ager is really good on R5 also. People tend to forget this, but I like Ager instead of Lauren because he also steals attack bar. He puts the branding on and deals lots of damage. If you already have the two cleansers, like you have the Fran, you have the Shangfei, Darren's in the front line. Like I like what you're having, but you're missing some damage. So you have to add two people to that. Hua is also another great option that has a tech bar reduction.
Classic.
Back in the day, Hua was one of the best damage dealers in R5. Right?
She was the
so
Lauren.
If you're going for that old team, she's amazing. But Crow is my personal favorite because of death break, branding, and huge damage. So number one, Crow is like the king of PvE in the game right now.
He's so good. And it's so funny because he used to be outshined by Bella Dion, but now people rarely talk about Bella Dion anymore. Like, I never thought we'd see this stage of the game. Very interesting paradigm shift there.
Let me answer a message in chat. Elks, I need a light Rift Beast team that does at least 100k damage. My IGN is cash. Dude, we got you. No,
Dude,
caps.
the twins. The twins are good there.
Exactly. Water Twins, Crow, and Sig in the back line. Easy. And in the front line, you put Mav and the Dark Homunculus, Light Homunculus, or anyone else, basically.
That's the team.
It can even be like a Bernard over there or a Colleen.
It says that like multi-hits deal less damage or whatever, but that's just an illusion for Talia. Like
Sabrina and Talia don't care about
dude,
that,
they
right?
don't care about limitations. You think they care about limitations? Dude, they deal so much damage that it doesn't even matter. Like, it's great.
I only have twins. Wait, do you have the water twins? You don't have Crow or Sig? Then if you don't have Crow or Sig, Crow is really easy to get. You can get it this weekend. And Sigmar is fusible. But if you don't have them, get monsters that deal a lot of damage with only one shot. So Brandia is really good here. Even Naomi works if you don't have her.
Do team-ups work on the Light Beast? Well, they'll do less damage because they're multi-hits. But you're allowed to bring them. Yes, they do work, but they will do less damage.
Dude, let's roast Coronium. I missed you. How are you, baby? And by the way, someone said, I feel like I'm stuck and I want to progress on RTA. Unicorn. What's your name? In-game name, Unicorn. And we're looking still for...
Oh, GZ on me Ying there, Denault. This is great. So this is Denault, who was asking about the GB10 team, who said that they've only been playing for 13 days.
Nice. That's very early. Let's see those teams.
Yeah, and they already have a Dark Panda.
I didn't see the teams.
Dude, this is amazing. They already have a Dark Panda. Okay, so they They're working. It looks like they actually have a pretty big monster pool for only 13 days, to be honest. And GZ on the Mi Ying. This is for 13 days. That is so rare, dude. Congratulations on that. Though we probably won't be putting him to use in GB10 right away. What we're probably going to be using is we're probably going to recommend like a similar variant of the GB10 starter team that we recommend. And for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, we do actually have a video on our YouTube channel as well. That's GB10 and GB12 in 2021.
Yeah, and for here, check it out. Go for Lauren and Fran. Remember, Fran's really easy to get. You can go to the Ancient Coin Shop.
Right.
Lauren is a dungeon monster. You can just ask for help. Is it 1050? What's the chat?
I think it's 1050.
Confirm?
Or if
1050, right?
if you're having trouble finding it as well, Dinloris, you can go onto our Discord channel, and we actually have, or rather our Discord server, and we have a channel specifically for secret dungeons. And that'll help you get it.
Yeah. Thank you, Jug, for confirming. Dinloris, I'm 5 coins away from Fran. Gildy told me to get it. Yeah, Fran.
Dude, your Gildy knows what's up.
Then Lauren, and then you already have Shannon and Bernard. There can be 2 on that first team that you're gonna get. And to be honest, since you already have a couple of these monsters 5-starred, you can even run the Wind Ninja 5-star. Even though he multi-hits, he puts so many dots that you're gonna deal damage. Or you can use the Lupinus that also multi-hits, but she deals damage based on max HP. She was on one of my first GB10 teams back in the day. You don't need to 6-star as well. It's more about the important thing is get the Crow. You know, Crow is gonna be key on this.
And you can get Crow and Lauren both this weekend. Any day the Hall of Light and Hall of Dark are open. So that's, I think, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you can get them.
Nice.
I hope that helps. Seriously, Dinloris, like, you're very close. You're very close. It's awesome. Great progress for 13 days. I'm very impressed. Okay, so
that's a funny joke.
did we have somebody waiting? I see Light Dark here. And then maybe we go over to Europe. I also have summons.
Oh, Light Dark, we found you. Nice.
I do also have summons, so.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go to EU after this.
What did Light Dark need help with?
Oh, and Nalzine, dude. Nalzine has been asking since last stream. Let's
help them. Okay, so Robert, what did you need help with?
Let's see what Robert said in the past here.
Oh, and yeah, Nalzine, we got you. That is one of my favorite questions to answer, to be honest, is like, when you're feeling stuck, where do you go from there?
Let's see what Robert said. New player progress, just general progression tips. GB12 is what I would say.
How to make a GB12. Right, okay.
Yeah, and farm artifacts on level 1 or 2 just to get artifacts on your monsters.
Nice.
And increase the stats you have. In the beginning, it's really important, makes a big difference. And they're cheaper to plus 15. So you don't need to farm B10 of the artifacts to do stuff like that. You can get like those 1.5k HP on each one of the artifacts. 3000 HP will make a huge difference, especially early game.
Right. And before we even go in here, so this is the GB10 team that they're using right here is pretty close. The thing that I would recommend before we even see what other monsters is, like, for the leader skill, I typically favor using like a more safety-based leader skill instead at the start of it. Like right here, you've got attack on Lapis. We can try to see if we can add a Veramos or something. Then we take Melia out and Bella Dion and swap them out for Lauren Fran.
Yeah, and another thing, Hausberg and Fran, I don't like them together. They kind of do something very similar. The attack buff. If you're going for a very aggressive team, Hausberg is really good, the Wind Barbaric King. But early game, especially when you're trying to break into B12, I wouldn't recommend him because Fran brings in the heals and the immunity that makes it much safer. He's more of a, nuke strategy, a little bit dangerous. Right. You already have the Crow right there. 2A the Crow and 6-star him. He's going to be super key to your team. The Fran as well, but I don't see a Lauren. Do you see a Lauren, Evan?
I haven't seen one yet. No, not in what they have right now.
Billions and Alzine. Yeah, so get a Lauren. When, Evan?
Any day the Hall of Light is open. So this weekend, that's your homework.
That's the phrase I dream about. So you would go Fran, Lauren, Crow, and then you already have the Bella Dion, which is really good. And then your last one can be anyone. Mm-hmm. But if you're running even the Hausberg on that team, I would run him on crit damage. Same thing with Crow. So monsters that you want to deal damage, speed crit damage attack or attack crit damage attack. at least 40 speed on them. Then the Fran and the Lauren, you want them very tanky because, like Evan said earlier, they multi-hit. They're going to be the ones countered by the boss most of the time, so you don't want them to die easily.
Right.
So speed HP, and speed HP accuracy on Lauren to get high accuracy if you don't have enough on the subs. And ideally 100 speed on them. So speed slot 2 is very important, and the speed on the subs is really key. The Bella Dion will be the same, speed HP. They don't need to be on violent. The speed is really key here because support monsters need to take a lot of turns, and if they don't have speed, they don't take turns. But if they take more turns, what happens, Evan?
That's the thing. They're going to be way more efficient if you're taking more turns. And it's a little reductive for me to just say, like, speed equals turns. But for all intents and purposes, like, you want them to keep doing what you're bringing them to do. So if you want a support monster to keep healing, just give them a bunch of speed and they'll keep doing it.
Yeah. Nice. Let's go Nalzine, Unicorn, and then we go to EU.
Okay, sounds great to me.
We got you, Frost.
Oh, and
Faraday.
Faraday. I'm using a Blue Yeti. They're great. I'm like they're my favorite. They're my favorite mics. I've been using them for years. Okay, so Nalzine. Where's Nalzine?
Peter Bachman. Can you please tell me how much damage Lucian needs to be doing in the dot team? I don't know if mine is doing enough. Peter, to be honest, Lucian doesn't need to do a lot of damage because he'll never clear up the wave. So what you need is a high crit rate Lucian and ideally a fast Lucian. I like Lucians that go before the Melias. So it AoEs, the Melias reduce, put dots, and then the wave dies, right? Because if you do it the other way around, it'll be a little bit harder. Or you can use a fat Lucian that goes after, but that doesn't get cut by the wave. So he needs to be a little bit faster on the wave. So the dots come in, then the Lucian hits, okay? But I would say that a Lucian that has close to 2,000 attack, 85% crit rate is enough. If it has 100% crit rate is ideal because remember, some of the crystals, they're not water even though they're blue.
Well said.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
there's.
confusing.
Have you guys ever looked at the TOA boss's element? They've got the neutral. There's a secret sixth element in Summoner's War, and it's like neutral.
Evan, let's see the book.
Let's go for it.
Azura, is there any way to speed up the recovery of a hacked account? Azura, the only way is sending everything that the customer service, the CS team, ask you for. So I recommend people that play the game always keep screenshots of purchases, of the devices IDs that you use, because if by any chance you lose your account, that's what they will ask for. So the more proof you have, the faster they'll recover it. Otherwise, it'll be a long back and forth. They'll ask for more information, like what was your old email, stuff like that. So try to send everything they request.
Perfect. Yeah, well said. Okay, so Nalzine. Let's see. We're on Nalzine's account right now.
Okay, love the team on GB12. The DB12 team is very interesting, but does not look safe because it doesn't have a stripper.
That's
beneficial effect remover.
And that means please don't clip. Please don't hurt us. Please don't strike us, YouTube. Please, thank you so much. There's a lot of weight put on Spectra in this team. Like if Spectra doesn't reduce and then take a bunch of turns, like then it's gonna die.
We're friends, dude. Don't tell people. Let's go on the rune section. Let's see how the monsters are runed because it's looking very good. I didn't see a Lauren though. Where's the Lauren, Evan?
Notably, no Lauren in that team, right? But that was just the fastest team, so I'm wondering if maybe they use it. So Nalzine,
this is a really well runed Lauren, guys.
If
you're early or mid game, this is the type of Lauren you want. Almost 80% accuracy, over 100 speed, 19k HP. They know what they're doing. Let's see the Fran
and 113. Malkir says you don't need strip if you kill the right tower. Malkir, I would say that I would still bring it because if it gets 1 immunity off, 3 turns of immunity on the dragon, that's it. Yeah. I watch your videos, guys, says Nalzine. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the Fran is looking very, very delicious as well.
Whoa, perfect. 500 defense with 18k. So this is more of a showcase of an early game account that's really well runed. Let's see the Crow.
Yeah, let's see, because it seemed, dude, they perfectly understand. Crow. This is, take notes. Seriously, if you guys have questions about like GB12 or something, these are the stats that we're going to be telling you to try to hit. Nalzine. Amazing job. Seriously.
But we can help him on the DB12 because I can see already that he has monsters to do it. He's only missing a couple of things. I love this vert, but it's a little bit slow.
It's a little
I would
slow.
try to speed it up to 40 speed, even if you lose a little bit of attack, because more turns are more damage.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so it's like, even though for things like Trickaroo, when we say like Verge should be the slowest on the team, we usually mean about plus 40. I wouldn't go beneath that, because if you go below that 40, 50-ish speed range, then that means the boss is going to go before Verd in the turn order, and that's exactly what you don't want. Okay, so there's that. Spectre's...
looking great, Spectra. High accuracy, on crit damage. Carioquinha, what's up, baby? GZ on SWC, guys. We got an SWC contestant.
Hey! Carioquinha! Salve.
Evan, let's see if he has another stripper.
Parabéns.
Let's go to the right.
Oh.
Please. Nice Portuguese, dude.
Oh, muito obrigado.
Keep going. I see that he's doing the Melia.
What did you say you were looking for? Just 5
I was
stars?
looking for a secondary stripper. I don't see a chilling or anything
Oh,
like that to
I
run
see.
on DB12. So if you don't have a secondary stripper to pair with Lauren, Lauren is what we call an unreliable stripper, which means she doesn't save the strip for immunity. She uses the second skill anytime she has it.
Oh, here's
so sometimes, yeah, Bella. Okay, great. So we can do like Bella and Lauren, and then you'll have to run Fran on this team, unfortunately, because it won't be a fast kill. And then I would run Spectra on that team, and then finally Sig or
2, 3,
or Crow.
5. So I think we're over 1 if we run all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're.
Oh, you're right, because we're running
because we forgot Verd.
Fran and yeah. You're right. Well, then, yeah, that's the team. I prefer Spectra to Crow in this case, because the attack bar reduction and the slow on the tower is going to be really key.
Do you think they could get away with just doing Verd, Bella, Lauren, and then Crow?
Bella,
Sig?
no, without the
Fran?
No, I would take out, if we want to do something more aggressive, I would take out the Fran and put Vigor, because then you have speed buff and heal, and there's a little bit of sustain. And we tested that team. I don't know if you remember. We put it on the DB12 video.
I loved it.
It worked really well.
It worked really well. Dark Sane also recommended Veramos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Veramos
Veramos
is
is
good
also
too, instead
good.
of Fran. I agree.
I used him on my first... I'm sure a lot of people in this chat actually used Veramos on their first DB10 clear back in the day. Yeah, dude. But seriously, like, you ruin your unit so well. Like, it's exactly what we tell people. Do you guys want me to summon today, by the way? Because I do have some. We can go to EU.
Let's do EU and then we come back. Let's do EU for like 15, then we come back and summon. I want you to summon.
Okay, cool. I also want to. Because, guys, if I don't summon today, I can't hold out any longer, guys. I'm going to summon with or without you today. It's just a matter of if you want to be here.
Zero self-control.
Dude, it's just a matter if you want to be here. Like, chat, I'm going to be straight up with you. I've been saving these scrolls. Seppi's all like, nah, don't summon, dude. On stream. And I say, okay. And, like, you know.
This guy, dude. Do you guys see what I have to put up with? You guys see it?
This is it. Today's the last day. I'm not waiting any... Well, I could wait until Friday.
Dude, by the way, my Calderon team's killing it. I got a couple
really?
grinds. Yeah.
You swapped
need to
out...
make that second Lauren.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to.
I know, but it's worth.
Oops, I accidentally redeemed things that are going to take time. Sorry, guys.
Salve, Slotinho. Gado. What's up?
Well, I'm never going to use this. I should just keep. I'm never going to use this. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will use my EU account for something. Never say never, right, guys?
Trowden. Let's help Trowden, dude. Dude, if you pulled a Yonhong...
I was just about to say, okay, I've got a question for chat. What would you need to pull to make your alt your main? Like, what would you have to pull to just start over? For me, it'd probably be Yonhong. If I pulled a Yonhong or... I wouldn't do it for Rag. I wouldn't do it for Ragdoll.
Yeah.
Maybe
I need
Nefties.
2 LDs. I need Yonhong and Nefties.
Yonhong and
For the
Nefties.
alt to become the main.
What would you guys need?
Yeah, I want to hear. Tianlang, Tianlang, Nefties, I'll take it too. Gianna.
Evan Zada, if you read this, give me a nat 5. Okay, I'm pressing the luck button. There you go.
Ooh, I would like Valantis, Carioquinha. But Valantis, I would like it with my monkey. Imagine if I pulled on my alt, Evan, another monkey and Valantis. Damn.
Yo, dude, that's enough to swap. I would need a Gianna, Artemio, and Ragdoll, says Austin. You can kind of tell how far
We'll
along.
go back. We got you.
This is kind of like this is like a test to see how deep into Summoner's War people are. Like you can tell like who's late game because they need 3 LT nat 5s. Rika Gani.
Evan, can we check Traldon 96? They need help with GB12 and TOA 50. Kill 17. Oh no, his name is Kill 17.
Found him.
There, Kills 17 said hi. So GB12 and TOA 50. Nice. 14 days only. Nice, good job. While you tell them about GB12, I'm gonna get more coffee.
Absolutely, go for it. So before I even go into this, I would recommend just taking out Galleon and putting in another damage dealer. Like putting in the 2A Naomi would be really good here, but we need to make sure that the stats of your Fran and Lauren are in place for this because like we said, it's so important that they're tanky enough to be able to take a hit. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And while it's loading in, I'm going to paste the survey one more time into YouTube for us. Okay, so let's start with this because this is kind of where the team lives or dies based on Lauren and Fran's tankiness and their speed. So Lauren has fantastic accuracy. 12.5k HP sounds like a lot, but the closer you can get to 20 on both of them, the better. So I would try to maybe increase the HP on your Fran specifically.
Check the artifacts, Evan, real quick on both of them. Max, if you max, you're gonna get 1.5k on each one of them. So for sure, I would max.
Speed, HP. Oh, and max this. You can either swap this for a 6-star or just max the 5-star one for now. 5 stars can be worth it.
Also, greetings, big hug to Portugal. Jorge, we can help you in a little bit. A gente ajuda. And Maximiliano Chora said, hey, thank you for responding to my questions in chat. I'm waiting for you, server, so I can get an account review. I'm 20 days in, and I would love to review my progress. We got you, Max.
Amazing. We're in there right now.
Where are you from? That's a pretty last name. Okay, tips for Sig, Evan. Tell them. Your
Sig needs 2 things right away, and the 2 things are as follows: speed and crit damage. If you're runing him on 100% crit rate, I would skew towards a crit damage rune instead. You're going to get the activations of the freeze, but having more crit damage will put that crit rate to really good use. And having around 40-ish speed is what we recommend for your damage dealers. Needs more HP too. Yeah, Lopa, I would also agree with that, but ideally, he's not going to be getting hit as much. Ideally.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, one very important thing for early mid-game players is the speed. I know we talk about it a lot, but it's very, very key, especially if a monster like this, even if it was ruined like super high crit damage, anything, the Sig would only hit once, and that's it, you know?
And it would never go again. And it
exactly.
would. And also, if you have more speed too, sometimes you'll get hit less. You'll maybe cycle through the freeze at the mid boss, and then you'll freeze the enemies before they have a chance to attack you. Thus, basically dodging hits.
And that's the thing. Sig, when compared to Crow, is even more important because of what you said, Evan. The freeze. It's more of not only a damage unit, but a hybrid unit, because you also use it on TOA. And you need more speed to get more turns, to freeze more and control more. So it's not only damage, it's control as well. Now Zine said, I use mine with slot 2 speed. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think in this case as well, I think maybe swapping to a build that looks like speed, crit damage, attack might be good here. Or
look at Helm's comment.
Dude, that's lit. Freeze is basically here.
Dude, stop. You're becoming Evan. Speed is basically healing. Dude, if they're frozen, they don't deal damage to you. Makes sense to me.
That's exactly. If you're not taking damage, that's health healed. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, so yeah, I think looking through these, what were you gonna say, Seppi?
I like what Lopa Pew said. New test, Fuki for the dot team as the 5th unit. It's actually working super well. That's dope.
What? That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, I think a speed, crit damage, attack might be better here if you're struggling to find speed in the substats, because there's a couple room, and there's also room for some substats to be improved, because there's a couple wasted stats in here.
Yeah. And guys, this is a general note. Raise your hand in chat and no jokes, please. For people that are early game and are confused about what runes to keep and what runes to sell, or even if you're like mid, late game people are generally like know their accounts more, know what to keep, what to sell, but this is not like a rule that is universal, you know? Every account is different. Like we used to kind of joke a lot about Evan not having crit rate, but that joke became a thing that made Evan pay a lot of attention on what runes he was missing, and now Evan's account has great crit rate. We joked a lot about him being slow. Evan has a plus 190 speed and another 180 speed Swift sets right now. So once you pay attention on what your account is missing, you start focusing on stuff and farming the right places, selling the stuff that you need. So in general, there's obviously something that you can pay attention to. There's runes that don't make a lot of sense. So if you got a rune that has no speed, has crit damage, res, and flat defense, that's probably a sell. It doesn't matter if it gets a triple roll on one of those things. Those 3 stats on a purple rune won't help you on anything, right? Yeah. So that's an easy sell. But then there are runes that don't look too good. You see, you get a viral rune with 0 speed, and you say, wow, this rune is useless. Not necessarily. If it's a crit damage rune with attack, crit rate, and HP, that can be a great Leo rune. If it's a rune that it's a slot 4 attack rune, you say, oh, it's not crit damage, it's not HP, it's not that good. Maybe it's an Onimusha rune, maybe it's a Ciara rune. So you have to know not only what monsters you have, but what you might get in the future.
That's right. And I just wanted to add, I wanted to add on, because Seppi, that's a beautiful point. And we've said it in the past as well, like people saying like, oh, I never get like good runes. I don't know, like the runes I'm selling more runes than I'm keeping. Some of it for players in the early game is just because they don't know what to focus on. So like in my case, adding to what Seppi said, I knew that my crit rate was terrible, and so I started hyper focusing on runes with crit rate, and ultimately I started growing because I was selling less, rolling more, and I ended up with better results. Now with that said, I think this crow could benefit from a little more HP and more crit rate. I think you could possibly get away with that speed. It's like we say 40, right? 38 is basically 40. So I'm down.
I'll take that. I think, does it have some non-maxed stuff?
I believe right? It does.
So yeah, max the 246, 6-star him, and then put some artifacts on him. He'll get tankier.
Yeah, and if I may, I was gonna throw in like it's an old tip from Summoners War Past. I'm talking 2016, 2015. But sometimes it's helpful for players in the early game. A rune is typically worth powering up to 3 times its star level, right? So it's like, if it's a 3-star, you can justify bringing it up to +9, but don't get too attached to it. Something like that, right? Once you start getting into, so 4-star, you can bring it up to 12. Once you start getting to 5-star and 6-star, you can realistically justify putting them all the way up to +15. Like, they contribute enough to the monster that you can do it, and you'll earn the mana back with the efficiency you gain from being able to clear using those additional stats.
Totally agree, Evan. An important thing, too, is people have to understand that sometimes you're going to +15 a rune early game, and you're going to sell it later on. It might be a 5-star, like you said, but it'll help you get stuff. +18 those 6-stars.
+18 those 6-stars, baby.
Yeah.
+18 those 6-stars.
So the main thing here is Summoner's War is a lot about moment and transition, right? There are some runes that are going to be useful for you, and then later on you're going to sell them. But obviously, don't like +15 a very, very bad rune.
Oh.
The general note is, if a rune has speed, I always +6 it, just to see where it goes. Especially early game, a lot of people sell all the blue runes, and then you check their accounts, and they don't have a 22 speed rune. If you get a double roll on a blue rune on speed, that's 18. Plus a purple grind, that's 22 speed. And that's
amazing.
The fastest rune on your account, right? And you're selling a bunch of blue runes. So pay attention on that. Same thing for crit rate.
That's how my crit rate got better, Seppi. Yes, exactly. Dude. You beat me there, dude. That's exactly what I was going to add on. It's like, how do you think I did that? Because that was years ago, right? When that joke first started emerging. The answer was blue runes. I started rolling my blue runes, and like it got me to the point where I needed to be, where I could start like being consistent enough and getting the hero runes and the legend runes eventually. So Seppi, we got Ty here, right? And Ty was reviewed 2 weeks ago with an unawakened Naomi, and they say their GB12 team is still kind of inconsistent, and they hope we're doing well. Thank you, by the way.
Let's check it. Oh, King Goofy, how do you submit monster ideas? Through Facebook. Send messages to our Facebook, or you can even do it through Twitter too, and our community managers will send it to us and we'll pass it on to the devs.
Okay, let's go in. So they're using the starter team that we recommend, and then they're doing something similar for dragons, though they're using Lauren as their primary stripper, which might.
Yeah, let's.
But we'll focus on GB for right now.
Yeah, let's say the GB.
Oh, we haven't talked about NB in a while. Yeah, we can talk about Necro in a little bit. That sounds great. Okay, so let's take a look around.
This is a good-looking Sig. I like it. Maybe a little bit more HP.
It's a little. It's a little fragile.
Missing artifacts, right?
Let's
Check
look.
the artifacts. So.
Oh, it's missing a slot 6.
Oh, it's missing a slot 6 actually. That's what. Evan, is this you?
This is not me.
My
This
team
is
just started failing.
This is.
I don't know what's going on, and then I checked the team. 2 monsters missing.
Dude,
rooms.
this actually might. This might just be the problem. And if it is, that's amazing. I'm so glad that that's the issue. But
Let's
this.
see the Naomi.
This was me with my Bellinus right now, by the way, in
You
RTA.
still won that match. That
I
was
did.
dope. The Bellinus was missing a slot 6 guy, still wrecked the opponent. Ooh, this is a good looking Naomi.
Yeah, this is a Naomi.
Very good.
Broken.
Let's check the artifacts, Max.
Pure focus. Oh, you could go for even attack if you wanted to on these.
I'd go attack too.
Although you got skill 2 crit damage, additional damage by 2% of attack. Those aren't big enough stats. Oh, you know what? Yeah, some of these aren't big enough stats that I would keep them over an attack slot. So maybe when you can put an attack as your main stat here. He can complete the Swift set as well. Yeah.
Let's see the Lauren and Fran.
Nice HP.
21k, 88, beautiful.
Great
Lauren.
accuracy.
Amazing Lauren. Great Fran.
Great Fran too. Let's see the
I
Crow.
love it. Let's see the Crow. Love it. The Crow's looking great. Yeah, to be completely honest, probably the only problem is the squishy Sig. So you either put HP slot 6 or put a tech slot 6 and then put double HP artifacts because I think one was defense. What's the other one?
Let me look. They're both defense.
Yeah, double HP artifacts on it. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
The rest is
honestly,
looking dope.
putting that rune in there actually might solve the problem. If it's still inconsistent towards the end, I did originally run my Crow on attack crit damage HP, and that helped me in the interim. So put the rune on Sig. If it's still having a hard time, throw HP on the slot 6 for Crow, and then you're golden.
Yeah, that should be it. Very good job, dude. That Lauren is textbook. Beautiful Lauren.
Okay, who
How
are we
to
going to
get
look at?
Tiana. 5 years later, I still didn't find any tips. I got the tip for you, payers. You ready for this? Summon. Tip number 2. A lot. That's how you're going to get it. You can ask Pat. He's in chat. He has almost all elemental nat 5s. The more you summon, the higher the chances are of getting all monsters. It's mathematically
Oh,
proven.
Frosty says, please help with NB12. That's what we were talking about, is NB12. We haven't talked about NB12 today. So let's see what they're working with right now. So this is a good
Our starter team.
This
That's
is a
what we
good team.
recommended.
What we might want to just double check is the tuning.
And the speed tuning.
The speed tuning. That's the most
And if
important
they
thing.
have twins, we love twins in
Yeah,
NB12.
twins are great in NB12. That's the one place where they're still very relevant. Dude,
Oh, you have twins.
my phone does not like how many monsters are on that island. Because this is my old phone. Okay, so I got Sabrina, Talia, Shina. Wait a minute. I think you might be.
Let's see the speed tuning on them real quick.
Let's go ahead.
48.
So
No, the twins. So we can just recommend the twins.
Sure,
already.
sure.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the right speed tuning. Shina first, Sabrina second,
Talia last.
third. Yeah, that's perfect, dude. You're gonna have a great team. It's
And
gonna
then you
be
can
Shina
use
lead,
Shina lead for the attack.
and then Fran.
Let's go check Fran. Oh, nice.
Great Fran.
So she's moving first, and then we could do.
Sorry, you.
I was gonna say we could do another damage, or we could do Lauren.
Yeah, I like in this case either Lapis or Lauren. I would put only Lapis to break the shield. I would like someone to break the shield ahead of time, so she needs to be a little bit faster because she's slower than Shina. Or you can put, can you go deeper down to see if he has another multi-hitter to break the shield? You know what?
Look.
You can just do Rauk. You can just do Rauk on that team. Because Rauk is gonna get the cooldown down of Fran And yeah, I love it. I love Rauk here.
So that's great. Do you want the Rauk to be faster then?
Yeah,
okay, so in that case then we probably want the speed. We probably want it to go like this. We want Fran, Rauk, Shaina, Sabrina, Talia moving in that order. So that's the speed.
And the twins are looking really good. Can we see if they're on any shield sets? The only tip I give is sometimes twins are too squishy. Like this one, 5900. It's not a lot of additional HP, so you want to put shield sets on them. And that's what you're going to survive. Because NB12, remember, the boss is way tankier. So he takes a lot of damage. That's why the Rauk is good, because he'll bring the Fran in, reduce the cooldowns, and then the Fran will get the heal back on and will keep the team alive for longer.
I just wanted to throw out one note that Lopa Pew put in chat too. Says, I actually prefer Sabrina going after Talia. That way the Talia already has the attack buff. That's an interesting point, Lopa Pew. The reason why we default to recommending the opposite is purely so that the shield is guaranteed to be broken, so that when Talia uses that third skill, she's dealing maximum damage just to the boss, and not a single one of those hits is going to the shield. And to be honest, something to remember as well is it's super important that the boss steals either Talia or Sabrina and not Rauk. Because if the boss steals Rauk and Rauk uses team up, he will bring the boss. Okay.
Just to answer King Goofy, don't click on contact us. Straight up, just send an inbox message through Facebook to our Summoners War. Are you on the Summoners War Facebook? Which Facebook are you on? Yeah, just send a message the page, and we'll have people reply to you.
Pista says, do you recommend skilling the twins? I'm worried Talia will do way too much damage and one-shot someone. Yeah. I don't think you'll necessarily need to worry about that. It's safe to skill up the twins. It's safe to skill up. Hopefully they will not do that much damage. Although, with that said, that is also something you can plan against, because if he takes Talia is going to prioritize one of the fire monsters. So, like, if what you do is, like, kind of make them a little bit tankier and put enough HP on them, you can basically guarantee that she's not going to take one out.
Yeah. And WDF, Twitch, totally agree. That's probably the best team for NB12, but they don't have Trickaroo yet on that account, so that's why we didn't recommend it. I also love Shaman. That's who I use on my team, actually. The Light Bernard.
Oh, look at this. Okay, Seppi, so we've got another person here. This is Maximiliano Trotta. 21 days into Summoner's War, and they would like an account review. This is pretty outstanding. Okay, let's see what's going on right now. Oops, I accidentally skipped one. Already have a working GB12 team. Already have DB10. Already have NB10. NB7, excuse me. Steel Fortress. Whoa, the progress. Dude, what people are doing in 20 days is so fabulous. Great job. Really well done. Okay. So already I'm very impressed. So I have a feeling that we're going to be sharing a couple bits of advice that we've already shared today. The first of which is just hyper-focusing in on how much speed you put on your damage dealers. Remember, if it's below around that 40-ish area, you're going to find that even though you've got them on so much damage, they're not contributing very much because they're only going once. Like a crow with slightly less attack or what have you, whatever you need to give up, will end up contributing more because he's taking more turns.
And also artifacts, like we talked about early game, even if you don't manage to do, like I saw that you only did one of the artifact dungeons, just do B1 of the other one, get some artifacts, put them on all your basic monsters, get either white or green ones, they're cheaper to plus 15, and you'll just get the base stats. Don't worry about the subs, this is not the moment for you to worry about that. These stats will be so important because they'll make your team tankier, they'll make your damage dealers deal more damage with the extra attack, and that's going to be the difference maker on having a very safe GD12 team and a TOA finishing team.
Right. And also, by the way, this is the first time, like, a triple set of Blade on this Crow is actually getting you close to the point where you need to be. The only thing that's lacking, again, is that speed. But this is pretty great. Yeah, this is really good. Let's look at
Lauren. I think she's like the glue that holds the team together. So
could stand to be having more accuracy.
And a little bit faster.
It'd be so. Oh, there's the answer. If you max this, if you bring this up to plus 15, that'll give you the speed that you need. You can max this rune as well, put it to plus 15, and then if you're having trouble reaching that accuracy, you may be able to do accuracy slot 6, but you would need to find HP somewhere else in the substats.
And I recommend, like we said, once again, the Lauren on Swift for GB12, because if she procs and she reduces again the attack bar of the boss, she's gonna get way more countered, and other people have higher chances of getting countered. Let's say that she like hits the hit that gets the counter, then she gets countered, then she procs, she does it again. So next time, like Friend hits and then Crow hits, Crow might get countered and he might die. So I prefer on Swift because she'll reduce enough attack bar already with 100 speed.
Right. Well said.
Like you'll let the boss. You'll only get hit by counterattacks. He'll never attack you out of getting a turn.
And the other thing is, I think they were currently using Lapis as their other damage dealer. Let's just look real quick to see if our favorite. Oh, there's a Fuki here.
Naomi? You're looking for her?
Let's see if Naomi is here. There she is. Our other favorite damage dealer, Naomi. If you 2A this girl, this is going to solve a lot of problems too. Like, she's one of the best primary damage dealers that you can get for GB12, especially early game, because she has like basically 0 rune requirements. Like, you don't even need to focus on crit rate at all. She will auto crit as long as there's a debuff on them. So this is the next monster to focus on, and you would take out Lapis and put her in instead. So it would look like Vero, Lauren, Fran, Crow, and Naomi.
Yeah, that's a very good team. And remember, speed tuning is very important. We recommend Naomi to be the last one since she needs those debuffs, and the more she hits like very hard. Crow can also be the last one because he also deals damage based on the amount of debuffs and the death break. But just remember, Lauren the fastest, then Fran, and then the rest of the team, right? If you can put Vero on crit damage, that's great because after his buff, he can hit very, very hard against bosses.
But Maximiliano, dude, 20 days, I cannot believe that is your progress. Like, that is so fast. You clearly know your stuff. You've done your research and you've actioned on it. Very impressive.
Great work.
Ruin says they are a returning old player. Oops, accidentally.
Newbie, what's up? Newbie watches.
Returning old player. How old we talking? Like, Ruin, when we from? Where are you from in terms of timeline of Summoner's War? Like, how? Let's see here. So 2000. So they created their account back in 2015. What was the gap? Because I couldn't imagine, guys in chat, like 2020 would be the wildest year to skip for Summoner's War because so much changed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look around. So it looks like they've done a good job catching up. Oh man, they're using the Dark Elven Ranger. Bagel was all about that monster for a little while when the Dot team came out, and it was a really fun video.
I wish I had him. He's
I know.
So much fun in Special League.
I think I have him.
For reals?
I think I do.
Whoa. Very, very fun monster.
You're very welcome, Maximiliano. Okay, Ruin, let's take a look around. Let's see. Could you identify yourself in chat so that we know who we're talking to? Imagine Iselin plus Artemiel and RTA. What would you do? Oh my god, that'd be so... I would want to be the one running that team. That's pretty awesome. You could run Immunity or bring Tessa to counter it, but like, dude, so good.
Yeah. Or control. You can just control them. But it's a really cool team. Or you can Iselin, Kinky, Lulu. That's very annoying.
I pick a Lucy, I love it. Stoic says, when does Come To Us release Summoners War Classic? I miss the simple days, lol.
Oh,
I do not.
Dude. It was so much fun.
I like Summoners War now.
It was so much fun.
Hey, what's up, Toby? Toby says, hey, I'm Ruin. Awesome. Okay, so Toby, first thing I want to ask you is, what was the gap? So you say you're a returning player too. What are you trying to focus on right now? I stopped playing ages ago, like before lab. Okay.
Double immunity meta, dude. I miss Perna in RTA. You kidding me? No, dude.
Alex, it's channel 7 on EU. Stuck on TOA hard or hell. It's hard to say, considering that they're both the same. But okay, sounds good. Wow, Seppi, dude, look at this account. Look at how much there is. I'm still in water, bro.
This is dope. I wish I had that many monsters.
Oh, double cocky. Nice choice.
And a lot of the current stuff too. So you came back and already built a lot of monsters. What do they need help with?
They said they're stuck on TOA hard, or it could be TOA heck. I don't know if it's. I don't know which one is which.
Probably heck, right? These are a lot of monsters. Oh, he has the budget light monkey.
What's the budget white monkey?
Right there by your side. The light succubus.
Oh, yeah.
She's so good. I'm serious.
Dude, I know she is, but I know that I know how good your light monkey is as well.
Yeah.
There's the Isolin. Currently, Rika, Tyrone, Thrain, Fran, Spectra is the team right now. Hey, Isidro. Hey, wondering if I can get some RTA help. Love you guys. Big fan. Oh, dude. Thank you. Love you too. Really appreciate that.
I know the missing link. Where's the Dark Homunculus? So for that team, I use almost the exact same. It autos everything for me. It's Thrain, Spectra, but then you need the Dark Homunculus or a Mav to give turns back. I like the Dark Homunculus better because not only reduces your cooldowns, but increases the opponents. And it goes really well with the Tyrone and the Spectra. And then you can just put a damage dealer, can be Thrain, can be Rika, and you can even run a Sath to speed up the process. And then on boss floors, you take out dots because dots are not really good against bosses, and just put the Lauren to reduce the attack bar, put the death break, and then the Spectra kaboom kills the boss. And then you can put a Verd or a Fran to bring in some turn cycling or immunity. But those teams are gonna auto everything for real.
Like that's TOA easy.
Teams, even on Heck, on Hell, I auto 1-star. Like I have a team that autos 1-star. Unfortunately, it has one non-free-to-play monster.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that the Dark Homu is definitely preferred there just because of how many turns she gives back. She gives 2 turns back to you and takes 2 turns away from the opponent, which is great in case on the off chance somebody derps and doesn't actually do what they're supposed to do. Toby says that Achroma crushes me. For that one, if we're talking the Achromas on TOA hard, I wouldn't overthink that one too much. I would just do the Garo route. I would just do the Garo route. Yeah, don't make it too hard on yourself. Like just put your Garo on Vamp, put him fast. Use his speed lead so that all of the fire monsters get faster, and just cheese that floor. That's the best way to do it.
That speed is enough, actually. That speed and a dark tank. Remember, bring either Veramos, even the Isolin can work. Anyone, the Diaz, any dark tank, so the Achroma's hitting the dark tank, and the Draco just solos the team. Yeah.
Or the Garo, rather.
We're a little bit over time. Let's do one more.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll save my summons for Friday then.
No. Summons right now.
No.
Go back to global because we have to do unicorn. Let's go back to global.
Okay.
Help unicorn with RTA and then summons. You're not gonna save them. Tomorrow you're gonna call me on Discord and it's gonna be like, oh dude, I don't think I can save. Oh whoops, I just summoned 20 scrolls. No, you do it right now.
That does sound like me.
Invite your friends over. Evan's gonna summon right now, guys.
That does sound quite like something I would say.
This guy.
And as we're loading back into global. Here's I just put the survey again in YouTube, guys. Take a second to fill it out. Remember that we give out 75 crystals to a random number of people equal to the maximum viewership that we get on the stream.
Royale, RTA depends a lot on what monster box you have and what play style you want to play, right? You can go control, you can play cleave, you can play the meta, which is double stripper, you can play bruiser, you can play counterpick. So it depends on what monsters you have, you know? If you tell me that you don't have any control units, but you have Juno, Leo, you can pick counterpick, play with Verd, Juno, Verd, have a lot of monsters to just counter what your opponent's doing. If you have really good bruiser monsters like Molly, maybe you have an LD5, maybe you have a Kinky, you can play bruiser, Molong, Lulu, you know? So it depends on your account.
Thank you, Dr. Delight. I hope I get a Rika too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Chat, send me some energy in chat, please.
I hope you got a dupe, dude.
Dude, are you kidding me?
You just got a Barbara.
How dare you?
What do you need monsters for? I hope you got some.
I'm saving these.
I hope it's a pung bake. I hope you got a pung bake.
Celtic Rowan sent these to me, and I'm very, very thankful. So I'm gonna save these for whenever Celtic Rowan's in chat.
Pung bake. Don't
give me
chat.
Dude,
he just got a Barbara.
I have fed so many pungs. Yes, guys.
Christina.
I already have one. If we're being
A
fair,
third Hathor.
I don't
third
need
Hathor.
anything. I don't need a monster. I would just
You
like
know?
a monster.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. If you get a non-dupe, I hope it's Leica. Because you really want a Leica.
That's very nice. That is very nice of you. Thank you.
You see?
Or if I could get a... If I get a Suki before I actually get one from the Nat 4 event, I'm fine with
No, I
that.
really want you to get a Suki, actually. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Because I plan on... As soon as I get one from the Nat 4 event, I'm going to 6-star him and skill him up too, and I want to use him.
You know what? I'm with Stellina. I hope you get a win on Myoji.
What did Stellina say? Wind? Oh, thank
Recently
you.
buffed. Recently buffed.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not a dupe. That's still nicer than what Seppi opened with.
But you fed the punk bake, so you don't have a punk bake. I'm
Dude, you want to know
wishing
something?
you a new monster.
I'm
It's
pretty
a dupe
sure-
that it's not a dupe.
I'm pretty sure I've fed 2 punk bigs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you need a third one.
They keep coming back. I don't want a pung bake. Why do I have to keep explaining that I don't want a pung bake?
Dude, he's really good in arena. That's why you don't get high in arena. The lack of punk bake. You know?
Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe it's the lack of pung bake. The Wind Marshal Cat.
Doug. No, dude. If Evan gets Chung or Jogan, I'm gonna freak out, dude. For real. Like, don't. Because he already... Oh,
Hey!
close enough.
Who called that? Was that Stellina?
No. Who
Didn't
said-
Stellina say... Oh, they said Onmyuji, not
No,
Onimusha.
Wind on Myoji, not dude. Not Onimusha.
Wow.
I'm wishing you weird Nat 5.
Almost, lol. Congrats. Yeah, same release window, right? They were released at the same time.
Okay, dude, it's wind. I can feel the punk bake coming.
No, stop saying pung bake. Don't
feel it.
invoke his name.
Punk bake.
Pung bake.
He's the only
Incoming
one you're
Jogan.
missing. You have Wusa.
I have Chiwoo, and that's
have
on
Chiwoo.
purpose. I think you're forgetting that that's on purpose, dude.
Nah, dude, no CP, dude.
Yeah, I want one. If I could get a Chung
Evan needs to
Pong.
farm more. No, Evan needs to farm more to deserve a chunk pong.
No, dude. Okay, guys, again, I'm going to save Celtic Rowan Scrolls. So one way or another, when we get to the end of this,
You're
I'm
gonna
stopping.
save it?
I'm going to save it.
Why?
I'm going to save it.
I can feel that's where the punk bake is.
Are you
not
sure?
the punk.
Oh,
Dude,
pirate-
it's wind.
It's wind.
It's
Dude,
wind.
it's... Okay, I'm going to go.
It's either chunk pong or punk bake. One of the two you're getting.
You're right. I'm
going
going to summon him. Okay, Celtic
Nice,
Rowan. If I
let's
get
go.
something from these, somebody just pass the word to Celtic Rowan if I get one of these.
Look, all wind.
All wind
is
today.
coming. Let's go.
Come on.
It's the last one.
I
Wind.
feel it. Last
The
one.
last one.
Last one. Last one. Let's
Yes,
go.
it's it,
Celtic
it's
Rowan.
it. I can
Let's
feel
go, baby. All right.
Oh,
I will
gross.
treasure this. I will treasure this forever, Celtic Rowan. I love you very much. Thank you. That was very
you have
nice
a
of
Malacca
you.
built? If you don't, it's a fun
I
monster.
don't. I do not have Malacca built. So,
You see?
thank you.
Celtic.
Oh. All right. Well, guys, this has been an excellent stream.
We love you. Thank you so much for coming. And we'll be back on Friday with a really cool stream in which Evan and I will be battling each other indirectly. Explain, Evan.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a stream called Racing for Wins in RTA, where we're basically going to be doing an inadvertent battle. So we're going to see who can accumulate the highest number of wins on the ranked ladder, given an hour. So you guys can vote for whoever you think is going to win. We've done this stream before, and I'm not going to present the data, but I think I know the answer.
You won. You won. You don't
Yeah, I know, but I said I wasn't going to present the data. Because I don't want to... I don't want to...
time, I'm not going to help you picking and banning. I'm going to make it harder for you.
See, that's weird because I'm going to help you. I was
What?
planning on helping you.
Oh, dude, like you just don't want to win as bad as I want this time. I want revenge. You won last time. Like it was he destroyed me, guys. I think Evan got like 7 wins and I got like 3. It was
Oh,
embarrassing.
Celtic's in chat. Celtic, thank you.
Yeah.
Stellina, no. Did you really?
Frost
Stellina.
Legions. I'm so glad, dude. GZ. I
Ah.
love you. That's what we're here for.
Wait. We'll do you want me to summon these right now? I'll summon these right now. I'm gonna summon these right now, real quick. Stellina just sent me 5 of the friendship
Oh, that's
scrolls
so
right
nice. Stellina.
That's very nice, guys.
You didn't need to. Why did you send it to him? You could have sent it to me.
I'm gonna 2A that fairy. I'm gonna 2A that fire fairy that I got right now, dude. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. So wait, what? I'm going to lock this because this is from Celtic, and then I'm also going to 2A. I'm gonna 2A this Fire Fairy that you got me because she's very cool, and I've watched Once and Love use her.
She's very, very good.
I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for everything today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Look forward to Friday. We'll see you back here same time, same place. And if you speak
don't forget,
Portuguese,
we also have this weekend SWC. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Starts this
SWC.
weekend. So don't forget about that. Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. So 3 p.m. in Brazil. 8 p.m. in Europe and Central Europe, I think.
Seppi
So
doing all the
don't
work.
forget about that.
Seppi's doing all the time conversion work. We love you guys. We'll see you next time, okay?
Bye.
Bye, everybody. My colleague and I here want to talk to you about Crow, the Dark Inugami.
Did you start the
Of
video
course.
on messaging?
You're going to have to run in through the dimension hole a couple times before we're talking about the same Crow. Welcome to How to Ruin Crow, starring me and my colleague.
He was once in the shadows of his brother.
The Light Inugami.
And now he becomes the king of PvE. And you're at home wondering how to ruin him. Well, this colleague of mine will tell you how.
You can't just flip the tables on.
You know how this goes!
Jeez, did we just like peak the mic like crazy? Dude, I think we just killed the microphone.
Primary stats.
Just like Lauren, we're going to go through the primary and secondary stats that you should focus on with Crow. And this time, we promise, he actually has secondary stats. Just like last time, the stats appear in order of importance. Crit rate, crit damage, and attack.
Crit rate is extremely important because new players sometimes forget that if you don't have enough crit rate, about 80 to 85%, and your monster is not critting consistently, that damage is all wasted.
So if you don't have enough crit rate, then all the crit damage stats are completely useless.
Secondary stats, accuracy and HP. The first one is extremely important for him to land Death Break and Branding consistently. And the second one just makes him a tankier unit. Remember, in some places it'll be more